In the pulsating core of next-gen gaming, the PlayStation 5 stands as a beacon of innovation. And at the helm of this gaming revolution is the DualSense controller, a technological marvel that extends far beyond a mere handheld device. It's an extension of your gaming prowess, a conduit that bridges the gap between reality and the virtual realms you explore. This high-performance wireless controller for the PlayStation 5 is called the DualSense Edge, and it provides a wide range of customization choices to assist you in playing the game in the manner that best suits you. It provides you with a greater degree of control over your gaming by providing you with 2 sets of swappable back buttons that may be tuned to any other button input. There is also the ability to modify the sensitivity of the stick, as well as the dead zones, as well as the trigger travel distance and resistance. Additionally, the DualSense Edge comes with a microphone that is built right in, motion controls, haptic feedback, and adaptable triggers at your disposal. Since its release on January 26, 2023, the DualSense Edge has been made accessible in the following countries: the United States of America, Canada, Mexico, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and South Korea. A luxury carrying case, a braided USB Type-C cable, and 3 sets of interchangeable stick caps are included with the DualSense Edge, in addition to the features that have already been described. Gaming enthusiasts who are looking for a more individualized and customized gaming experience will find the DualSense Edge to be an excellent choice. Additionally, it is an excellent option for gamers who engage in competitive gaming and are looking for a competitive advantage over their rivals. Here are some of the most amazing things that you can do with the DualSense Edge controller that comes with the PlayStation 5. First of all, it has buttons that can be reapplied. From the accessories area of the PlayStation 5 system menu, you have the ability to remap each and every button on the controller. This is the primary selling point of the DualSense Edge, and it is also the one that is easiest to explain. Although there is a very straightforward instructional procedure that will teach you through how it operates, it is quite likely that you will not even want that, since the menu is rather easy to understand. Of course, that is not all. Additionally, you have the ability to define, store, and switch between several custom button mapping profiles. To put it another way, if you want one game to have controls similar to those of another game, all you need to do is create a profile, press and hold one of the buttons that are located beneath the analog sticks, and then switch to that profile immediately. It is all really fast and simple to understand, and it has the potential to save a significant amount of time in the future. There is also a feature called Trigger Stops. The incorporation of haptics into the triggers of the DualSense controller was likely the most notable new hardware innovation that Sony introduced with the debut of the PlayStation 5 in the year 2020. In a PlayStation 5 game, if you, virtually, shoot a rifle or speed a vehicle, you will sometimes get realistic feedback that simulates the impact of performing such things in real life. A number of games, including Returnal and Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, have included it as a feature that stands out. To tell you the truth, however, the vast majority of PlayStation 5 games do not make use of that functionality at all, and there is not a single PlayStation 4 title that makes use of it. A significant number of games do not make any use of the analog aspect of the triggers, which means that pressing the trigger is just another binary button hit. What's more, the Trigger Stops feature on the DualSense Edge is going to be your best buddy when it comes to those games. Look for the little slider that is located next to each trigger. As you make adjustments to it, you will see that the triggers travel less and less and less. Once you have pushed the slider all the way in the other direction, the triggers will essentially transform into large buttons, and there will be no journey at all. It may be quite helpful for games that are fast-paced and twitchy, when response speed is of the utmost importance. Also, a solution for stick drift. Finally, the DualSense Edge offers a solution to the analog stick drift drama that has been raging around contemporary video game controllers for years. Anyone who has played video games in the last 10 years is undoubtedly well aware of this fact. After a sufficient amount of time has passed since the controller was first used, one or both of the analog sticks will ultimately begin to drift, which means that it will begin to detect inputs that are not really occurring. The following is a guide to extra keys. Left and right function button R2 and L2 limit switches. Left and right function button. The left and right button compartment in the back release the latch on the reset button. The limit switches are located in the rear part of the peripheral and allow you to decide whether to decrease the travel of the triggers. For instance, it is possible to shoot in the shooters without having to press the button all the way down, which speeds up the fire. This is because the FN key, which we will explain with you later as being involved in the management of profiles, is not included in the limit switches. On the other hand, it is possible to install keys of a variety of forms on the rear left and right compartment. These keys may be given alternative purposes via the use of customized profiles. The next thing that we do is locate the reset key, which is also included in the standard DualSense. Utilizing a thin item to press this key enables you to reset the gadget. Last but not least, there is the latch release, which is only required in the event that you need to replace one of the two analog sticks. This is because it unlocks the front body and enables the player to dismantle it. What are the steps to reach the function menu? It is vital for owners of a DualSense Edge to be aware of how to access the functions menu, which is needed in order to be able to adjust some of the controller choices in a rapid and straightforward manner. This is one of the most crucial concepts to become familiar with. You may access this menu by pressing the left FN key in Options at the same time. This will reveal a drop-down menu in the bottom area of the screen, which will allow you to move between the many profiles that you have made or access the menu that allows you to customize them. The process of creating and editing profiles. Pressing the touchpad will allow you to reach the Profiles page after the function menu has been opened. On this screen, you will be able to see a list of registered and active profiles, each of which is shown by a green dot. Click on the button at the top of the page to create a new profile from scratch, or pick an existing profile to update it. You can also change the name. Alternatively, you may create a new profile from scratch. When you visit the Profile Customization menu, you have the ability to alter the purpose of each individual key, as well as the sensitivity of the sticks, the strength of the vibration, the resistance of the triggers, and the dead zone of the triggers. Quick transitions between profiles. Because it is possible to create a profile that is flawlessly suited to particular games or different categories of games, for instance, it is possible to make the keys on the back side allow you to run and duck so that you can perform better in first-person shooters. It is also beneficial to take advantage of the system that enables you to switch from one profile to another by simply pressing a combination of keys. In the Profile Management page, you can see that it is possible to assign a profile to the following key combinations: the FN key plus the X key, the FN key plus the square key, and the FN key plus the circle key. In addition, there is the combination that is produced by pressing the FN key and the triangle key, but this combination activates the default profile, and it is not possible to change it. If you want to swap profiles while you are playing the game, all you have to do is hit the two keys simultaneously once you have determined which profile you want to assign to the shortcuts. Adjustment of the volume. The new Pro controller for PlayStation 5 now enables you to modify the input level of the headphones that are attached to the controller by means of a rapid combination of buttons. This is made possible by the availability of additional keys that are located throughout the whole surface of the DualSense Edge. When the player is in a party, the right and left arrow keys modify the balance between the game volume and voice chat. You may change the volume by holding down the right FN key, which is the one that is located beneath the right analog stick. You can also use the up and down arrow keys to change the volume. These are actions that may also be accomplished by visiting the options menus, but in this manner, everything occurs promptly and without necessarily having to disrupt the action that is taking place in the game. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth gaming insights, and ring that notification bell to stay ahead of the curve. Share your experiences in the comments below. How did these settings transform your gaming adventure?